Yes, we can. I love addition. I love subtraction too. Counting by fives is just what I like to do. Place values, lots of fun. I'm sad when math is done. And I love it A, I love it T, I love it H, I love it math.
Math in Focus is a great mathematics program. It is known around the world for its success. It supports the Common Core State Standards and the PA Core Standards while drawing on the success of a proven instructional approach. Students learn mathematics via conceptual learning, pictorial learning, which is the representations of the mathematics, and then they learn the abstract, which is the algorithms and the shortcuts to get those correct answers. All of this while emphasizing problem solving. The new Common Core State Standards have really had a significant change. And basically by that I mean is some classrooms, some grade levels anymore, only teach 40 to 50% of the content that they used to teach before. So 60 to 50% in those grade levels has gone somewhere else. So some of the content has moved down grade levels and some of that content has moved up grade levels. And that's just a significant shift. So we're seeing a lot of gaps in content, things that our students, say for third grade, are expected to know at this point. They don't know because they weren't taught that in second grade. So we're having to fill those gaps as we go. Probably the most important thing that parents can do for us at this point, and do more importantly for their children, is encourage their children. Remain positive, encourage them, let them know that this is a transition, this is a change. Change isn't always easy, but in this case it is for the best, and once we get through the transition, we'll have a great math program, and the students will learn math a whole lot better and really understand mathematics other than just the process of how to get right answers. Well, when you look at it, it just makes sense, and when you really learn about the number bonds and the bar modeling and all those things that students are learning to represent and model the situations, it makes sense. And I'm also very excited because it's going to take our students right into being algebra ready. They'll eventually look at that bar modeling and say, oh, bar modeling knows that is a variable. And they'll go into algebra much more smoothly, with a much smoother transition than they have in the past. I think it's the best out there, and not just the United States. I think Math in Focus, for many people, is probably the best math program in the world. And it is being used internationally, and it is being proven to produce student success internationally. It's been in the United States the last few years. In the schools that I talked to that have been in it a few years have already said, you know, they saw the first year already a change in the results. The results were better. The students, once you get through the transition, they start feeling better about mathematics. They enjoy mathematics. And it's for everybody. It's for all students, not just those that we think are our typical high performers who get right answers quickly.
And count how many you have.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm going to count. I have 1, 2. Mason, you have more than I do. What can you tell me about yours?
I have more than you.
And what could you tell me about mine? I have what? I have less. So Mason has more, I have less. How many more do you have than I do? 1. Mason has 1 more than I do. So we know that 2 is less than 3. How many less was it? 1. All right. 3, 4, 5. I have 6 more than you. Can you tell me about yours? Okay. So, Aubrey, do it with Brian.
7.
So who has more?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
How many of you hear more than
5 more.
Together, the apples. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many balloons are there? 1. Let's count the cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see the kids talking about math more frequently. I see them using their math and talking to each other and asking each other questions. I see them even outside of the math period talking about math and using the words and the vocabulary we've used with the math. I love the program. I think this program is a good change. It's a much needed change. And I think that it's going to get these students to be more mathematical thinkers.
Make a handful, but today you need exactly 20. Here's your job, okay? Here's your job. You have 4 cards and how many counters? I want you to take your counters and share them equally amongst all 4 cards. Your counters divided equal. Okay, I did. I saw somebody who knew right away that 5 was going to end up on every card. Does everybody have 5 on the cards? I thought you did. Let's talk about somebody who didn't know that 5 fours were 20. They did what I'm going to call being a dealer. And do you know what I mean when I say being, you know how you deal cards if you're playing a card game? If I were playing a card game, I would give 1, 1, 1, 1, right? And that's a good way to do it because then you'll know, if you don't know that 5 fours are 20, you'll know that you're hitting every card, right? Okay, now listen, we have 4 squirrels, right? Here's our 4 squirrels. Here's our 8 nuts. How many nuts is each squirrel getting? You need to take these. Ready? Can you take your 12 counters and can you split it into 4 equal groups? We split it into 2 equal groups, and the answer is how many are in each group. Okay? This division sign is red, divided by, and stands for division. It is a straight line with 1 dot on the bottom and 1 dot on the top. Okay. I want to see if you can come up with 4 different ways to split 24 into equal groups.
Tell us what you think of Math and Focus Singapore Math.
Actually, I love it. All right. I love it. It's getting kids to really stretch and think on a different level than I've never seen in 2nd grade before, and it's amazing what they can do. We're teaching less concepts but a whole lot deeper, and they really, really are understanding it.
We have 30 green apples. Now, how many ways do we have to break them up? Yeah.
We have to break each up into 2 lines so that there are 3 equal sections.
Excellent.
In each of
Cut the log routine. Okay, so each section gets 10, 10, 10. Farm modeling, right? And everybody has green apples. Does everybody have the same amount?
No.
No. Is that fair?
No.
Ah, poor Tamara. She must be starving to tears. Can we fix it up so everybody gets the same amount? All right. Can you arrange it?
That's what I was trying to do.
Can we arrange it?
So, 1, 2, 3, 6. 24 divided by 3.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In the beginning, I really struggled with it, but now I really like it. It makes you think. And I'm really into the bar modeling now. I change almost everything into bar modeling now.
And it took a really long time for me to understand and kind of take apart what I already knew, to reconstruct the knowledge of how to do it the right way. But once I got it, it was so easy to understand, and they give you so many resources. It's almost hard to know what to do with all of them. But once you get it organized, it's a lot easier to teach. And I think as the years go on, the students will really become more math proficient.
It's kind of hard at first, but then you get used to it and it's easier.
Students are learning mathematics like they've never learned before. I've heard that from teachers and parents. The students are enjoying it. They're really involved. They like the hands-on part. They like seeing the math before they actually have to do the math on a piece of paper. And I think they just like learning with their peers.
The best part about it is multiplication. Yeah, multiplication. Yeah, I think so too. The best part is math.
You like math? Thanks, guys.
Bye.